All right, guys. So, if you've watched my other videos on my YouTube channel, I have done a lot of basics. But what I wanted to show is one of my favorite parts about an actual assignment on Google Classroom where students should turn in their work. So sometimes I have an assignment and the students have an option for digital or non-digital. And so I went ahead and I pulled up my students' mutations presentation from last year. And you can see that students who turned it in, I didn't grade it on here. I just graded it somewhere else because at that point there was no grades for Google Classroom. But if they didn't turn it in here, it says that it's missing. Okay. But the best part about this is I can go to just turned in, and it's going to pull up all the students who turned in. I can go to assigned and see that nothing was even attached. So I'm going to go back to turned in, and this is under student work within the assignment. So you can go to instructions. It does show what my instructions were to the students. If you go back to student work, the left-hand side is going to be your list of students. The right-hand side is going to be, at first, a list of all of the students. But I'm going to go ahead and push turned in, and I'm going to open this one assignment. So in a separate window, it's going to bring whatever student's assignment pulled up. Okay. But the best part is that I can leave private comments for the students right here in this area. I can view their entire presentation, and it doesn't open it in slides. It's just opening it in another Google Classroom window. I can open it from slides if I go ahead and I click on the arrow in the box. It'll open it up in slides for me. Okay. From this point, if I push the blue arrow, I can return this submission or return multiple submissions at one time, so it means multiple students. I can also just push return, and it's going to just return that to the student. What I love is at the top left of this window, there's arrows, and I can go from student to student and look at all of their presentations and do it all in one window. It used to be that it would pull each separate presentation up in a different window. I can also bring down the drop box, and right now it's organized by last name, which is perfect for me. But I can go through and I can select any students at one time instead of just going through the order. So this is what I love. Also, what I love is, this isn't a good example, but you can have multiple attachments to an assignment. And so when I go to, let's say, this student, and there was three attachments that student needed to have in this one assignment, they'd all be here, and I can all look at them at one time. Okay, super nice, super handy. If I need to, I can edit. Right, I'm given editing rights by that student turning it in. So once they turn it in, they can't edit it anymore, but I can. So I can also, if I drop this down, you have the entire menu, and somewhere in here, I mean, I can edit all of this stuff. At some point, I know that you can, oh, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Well, there should be like a suggestion mode, and that might just be in Google Docs. That might just be a feature for Google Docs, but I know it can happen. So like, even if they turn in an essay, you can go through and do a suggestion mode, and maybe it was their first draft. You can return it to them. They can make the edits that they need to make and resubmit that same document. So that's super, super handy. If you have any questions, just leave comments on the YouTube video, and I'll try to get back to you. Thank you.